it to annoy, because he knows it teases. I speak severely to my boy. I beat him when he sneezes, for he can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when he pleases.
I'd best get you out of here. They're sure to kill you.
I thought you wanted to go in.
I've been in, now I'm coming out.
Life is so complicated.
You mustn't grunt like that. You sound as if you've turned into a pig. You have turned into a pig. I'd best let you go. Go on. When he gets older, he'll make a very ugly child. Or a very handsome pig. Now which way? Ah! Cheshire Puss. Can you tell me which way to go?
Well, that depends on where you want to get to.
The garden.
Why do you want to go there?
It looks safe.
Sometimes things that look safe turn out nasty. And things that look nasty turn out safe. That's a moral.
What sort of people live around here?
Well, a hatter lives over there. Follow my pointing paw. And a gentleman called Hare, nicknamed March, lives there. They're probably having a tea party. They're both mad.
But I don't want to meet mad people.
But you can't help it. Everyone here is mad. I'm mad. You're mad. It's only by chance and careful planning if you're not.
How do you know I'm mad?
Because you're here. And everyone here is mad. I went to a hunt ball once. I didn't like it. Terrible people. They all started hunting me.
Life must be hard for you.
But I grin and bear it. By the by, what became of the baby?
It turned into a pig.
I knew it would. It's the same with crows and moorhens. Did you say pig or fig?
I said pig. And I wish you wouldn't keep appearing and disappearing so suddenly. You're making me very dizzy.
So sorry. Is this better?
Which way shall you go? Which path shall you take? If you don't take any, you will make a mistake. Which way shall you go? Which path shall you take? You have to move on, though you tremble and quake. The Cheshire Cat was right. They are having tea. I wonder if they'd mind if I joined them.
Have you any more food down there, Dormy? Any spoiled sandwiches or strawberries? I love strawberries, don't you?
I'm sure he's hoarding them.
Oh.
I'm lost. Could I get some...
No room! There's no room!
Alice in Wonderland. is sponsored in part by Johnson & Johnson, where the best ideas for babies are born. And by the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most capable sport utility ever.
Introducing the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee. With an advanced four-wheel disc anti-lock braking system, it delivers the best stopping ability in its class. And that's good news for everyone. The all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most capable sport utility ever. And Peterson's four-wheel and off-road magazine's 4x4 of the year.
Johnson's baby shampoo moisturizing formula is causing a minor household crisis.
You're not the baby.
Yeah, but it makes my hair feel baby soft.
It moisturizes while gently cleansing, so the entire family's using it.
You're not the baby. It's not just for babies. It says so right here.
It's as gentle to the eyes as pure water, but there's no shampoo like it.
Where's that honey shampoo?
Johnson's baby shampoo moisturizing formula with honey and vitamin E.
I'm the baby.
From Johnson's.
Looking to make your chicken a little more lively? Why not rediscover the crisp, juicy taste that is only shake and bake chicken? Now there's something your family can sink their teeth into. Shake and bake really shakes up chicken.
The delicate eye area is the first place you notice fine lines. So what can you do? Clinical tests prove one eye gel is highly effective. This gel combines soothing cucumber extract, provitamin B5, and witch hazel. Instantly, it begins to help reduce the look of fine lines, even puffiness, for eyes that look refreshed and renewed. And the name, Oil of Olay Revitalizing Eye Gel, proven to give you younger-looking skin.
Now that is a sweet investment.
You have a retirement plan?
Oh, sure. Invest, get rich, retire at 45.
Well, I'm 58.
Huh? Oh, your retirement plan.
Who's looking out for your investments? E-Trade, the #1 rated place to invest online with free real-time quotes, 10 times more research, smart alerts, all from $14.95. Isn't it time you looked out for #1? Call 1-800-E-TRADE-1 and see why someday we'll all invest this way.
Take risks, and people are bound to talk.
Showtime.
Television that's edgy and fearless.
Showtime.
Most daring. Television's boldest risk taker.
An NBC motion picture event.
Shouldn't be handling these bombs with our bare hands.
Their commander put them in danger.
Do as you're told.
The Navy looked the other way and sacrificed the lives of its own sailors.
They killed 320 men.
And after 50 years...
You want me to put the entire United States Navy on trial?
You want to fight, sir?
The biggest military cover-up can finally be told. From executive producer Morgan Freeman.
I gave you an order. We ain't mules, sir. We're men.
Mutiny, this March on NBC.
Coverage. Your aching back. Count on us for a quick, inexpensive way to kill the pain. Medical coverage you can count on. Back Fix. Tomorrow at 11 on NBC 7.
39.
Heads up! They're gonna update the data.
They're coming to weed out us old blinks. Hide, boys! Hide me! Any old links in here? No old links, no old links here.
When you don't feel well, you want peace of mind and comfort. The comfort of knowing your care is backed by a world-renowned school of medicine. The comfort of knowing we've developed some of the latest medical breakthroughs. And the comfort of knowing what we care about most is your peace of mind. Make sure your health plan includes a UCSD healthcare 'Healthcare doctor. Call 1-800-926-UCSD.
1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCSD. 1-800-926-UCS
Introducing America Choice from GTE Wireless. Now you can use your wireless phone anywhere in the country without worrying about roaming or long-distance charges. New America Choice, only from GTE Wireless. Welcome to the United States of America.
Coverage. It's a medical must-see. Count on us to explore a new way to fix that agonizing, aching back. Medical coverage you can count on. Back Fix. Tomorrow at 11 on NBC 7.
39.
Back Fix. Tomorrow at 11.
No room. There's no room.
There's plenty of room.
Why didn't you report this sooner, Hattie?
I overslept.
Why are you here?
Well, I've been looking for the pretty garden all day, and now I'm tired and hungry.
Oh, that's different.
We've been eating for hours.
And we're not finished yet.
Waiter! Waiter! There's a hair in my soup!
Is it blonde? We're missing a waitress.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
There isn't any, and you're too young.
Then it wasn't very nice of you to offer it.
It wasn't very nice of you to sit down without an invitation. This is a private soiree.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't have just barged in. I know I wasn't invited, but the table was laid out for a lot of people.
My response to that is both profound and meaningful. Get your hair cut.
You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude.
I didn't know that. Personal remarks are rude.
Mm-hmm.
Egad, you learn something new every day. Make a note of that, Marchie. It might come in useful. Now, I have one for you. Ooh. Why is the raven like a writing desk?
Why is a raven...
I'm not talking to you.
Why not? Aren't I good enough?
You've heard it before.
But you were looking at me when you said, why is a raven...
I'm asking Alice!
Why is a raven like a writing desk? You know, I'm pretty sure I can guess.
You mean you think you know the answer?
Yes.
Then you should say what you mean.
Well, I do. At least I mean what I say. That is the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all. You might as well say I see what I eat. It's the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might as well say I like what I get, but I get what I like.
Or you might as well say I breathe when I sleep. It's the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
Well, it is the same with you.
Some sleep.
Clean cups!
Yeah!
Time marches on its stomach!
It's an army that marches on its stomach.
Odd sort of army, marching on its stomach. I don't like the idea. Duck.
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
Aha! 2 days wrong. I told you not to use butter.
It was the best butter.
Danish.
Some crumbs must have gotten into it as well. I said, don't put butter in the works with a bread knife.
I couldn't put it in with a fork, could I? Here, let me see.
I don't give it to you, but I will.
I don't understand it. It was the best butter.
Danish.
It's a funny watch. It tells the day of the month, but not the time.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
No, because it stays a year for so long.
Oh, then that rests my case.
Where?
There.
I know when I'm beaten.
Oh, look. Mr. Dormouse is asleep again.
It tells you a lot about your conversation. Sparkle, miss! Sparkle!
Of course. I was just going to say that myself. I'm asleep again.
Have you guessed the riddle about the raven yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor me.
I think you should all do something better with the time than wasting it on asking stupid riddles.
If you knew time the way I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. Time is a hymn.
It isn't polite.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. Because you've never spoken to time, have you? Well, I have. We used to be very good friends. We served the Empire in many a distant toast before they all got woodworm. But we quarreled last March. Just before he went mad.
Flatterer.
It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts.
Quick, stop him! He's going to sing!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. How terribly sweet of you. And now, for a little encore, I'd like to do a song entitled Auntie's Wooden Leg. Maestro, if you please. Oh, Auntie's wooden leg. Auntie's wooden leg. We'll paint it red and call it Fred or Ned or Ted. Oh, Auntie's wooden leg. Oh, Auntie's wooden leg. Everybody said it was well and truly dead. Oh, Auntie's wooden leg.
I say.
How dare you interrupt my song with that say?
I say. In this world, it's not what you know, but who you know.
I don't know either one of them.
Kindly leave the stage by the red door. There's a 50-foot drop on the other side.
But we're still good friends.
No.
Auntie's wooden leg.
Dear.
Auntie's wooden leg. Auntie's wooden leg.
That's enough of that or she'll walk out.
That's what the audience did at the concert.
Try another song.
We're desperate men. Twinkle, twinkle, little duck, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little twinkle, you don't squeak, but only twinkle, 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 little bee. Twinkle, twinkle, I'm so glad it isn't me.
Lovely, isn't it? It could almost pass for singing.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Anyway, I hadn't finished the second verse of the concert when the Queen bawls out, "He's murdering the tune! Off with his head!"
How terrible for you.
You're very understanding for small gal.
Anyway, if you'll pardon the expression, time took offense to our performance.
Your performance.
And ever since then, he won't do a thing we ask. He stopped time.
Could he stop time for me? I have to sing a song.
Wonderful! We're all performers here!
The roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd. Nothing like it.
But I don't want to.
Don't want to perform? It's unnatural.
No. Stage fright. I remember my first performance. I shook so much my hat fell off. Oh.
If time stopped time for you, he could stop time for me.
But he only stops time at tea time.
So it's always tea time here?
Tell us a story.
I don't know any.
Then Dormy will.
Wake up, Dormy!
Oh, I wasn't asleep. Oh, no. I heard every word. You fellows.
Tell us a story.
Please do.
And do it quick, otherwise you'll fall asleep before you finished it.
Once upon a time, there were 3 sisters, Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
What did they live on?
What did they live on? Treacle.
That would have made them ill.
It did. It made them very ill.
Have some more tea.
More tea! More tea!
I've had nothing yet, so I can't have any more.
You mean you can't have any less? It's very easy to have more than nothing, especially if you're poor.
I'd still like to know why they lived at the bottom of the well.
Oh, well, it was a treacle well.
A treacle well. There's no such thing.
Disgraceful. You'll hear from my solicitor in the morning.
Yes? What about a letter to the Times?
If you can't be civil, you can finish the story yourself.
No, I'm sorry. I won't interrupt you again. I'm sure there's at least one treacle well.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So these 3 sisters were learning to draw.
Draw what?
Treacle.
Hole in one.
I want another clean cup. Everyone, move!
What I don't understand is how they could draw treacle.
You can draw water out of a water well, can't you?
Good one, Hattie. Good one.
I don't think I like this tea party as much as I thought I would.
Then you shouldn't talk. Just hum. Because we know you socially, Alice, it doesn't mean we're going to introduce you to our friends.
We haven't got any.
But if we had...
If we have.
I'm not staying here listening to you being rude.
You'll find better places for that, I'm sure.
Of course you will, if she's lucky.
Besides, it's going to rain.
It never rains, but it pours.
If it does, we carry on. Little heroes, aren't we, Dormy?
Officer, these men are criminals.
Who's got his ear trumpet?
It's the most stupid tea party I've ever been to.
I told you he wouldn't fit.
Oh, he'll fit. We have to try harder.
I heard that. Try harder. No, that's my nose. No, mind my ears.
He's 3 years old. He has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Families are fragile. They break easily.
Kids don't just get lost. People lose them.
And when you try and put the pieces back together,
He came to the door to mow lawns.
Is this possible? The fingerprints match.
they never quite fit the same way.
He doesn't remember us.
All I want is for us to be a family again.
Michelle Pfeiffer,
Do you know how much I've missed holding you all these years?
The Deep End of the Ocean. Rated PG-13. Opens everywhere March 12th.
And Grandma, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat.
I think somebody's hungry.
Honey Nut Cheerios. I hate it when this happens.
Because real golden honey makes every the irresistible part of this good breakfast.
Sorry, Red. Nothing personal.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Now in marked boxes of Frosted or Honey Nut Cheerios, there's a free sample of new crispy M&Ms.
I'm toast. Sorry, dude.
Nice computer. Sure, you know how to use it, but do you really know what it can do? The world's a pretty amazing place. You just have to know where to start. Snap.com. Right answers right away.
It doesn't look like makeup. It doesn't feel like makeup.
It's a new kind of natural.
True Illusion from Maybelline. Some makeup can clump and look obvious, but True Illusion's exclusive micro mesh formula releases color pigments weightlessly, evenly, subtly concealing imperfections for a flawless yet makeup-free look. True Illusion liquid makeup, and now new liquid to powder compact makeup from Maybelline.
Maybe she's born with it. Baby's Maybelline.
Introducing the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee. While it boasts a new uniframe construction, a quieter, more powerful engine, and an agile suspension for a refined ride, rest assured, it's still as rugged as ever.
Welcome back, sir.
The all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most capable sport utility ever. And Four-Wheeler Magazine's Four-Wheeler of the Year.
You want these people. My people. I want my people. Who are you, Moses?
The man saved the lives of thousands. The movie touched the hearts of millions. The winner of 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Schindler's List, presented with limited interruptions by Snap.com, NBC Sunday in 2 weeks.
NBC Wednesday.
Do you have a license to practice medicine?
The patient is dead.
Pack up your speculum, Doc. You're going to jail.
3 greedy doctors, 1 murder weapon.
She went in a healthy woman. She came out a corpse.
With a Law and Order twist that sews it all up.
Doctors.
It's all new. NBC Wednesday.
It's Special Guest Monday. Susan's dating the legendary Rick Springfield. The time is right.
Oh, for God's sakes.
For Todd to be discovered.
Oh, my God.
Didn't we just see that guy?
Persistent, isn't he? And on Mad About You, Grammy winner Mel Brooks goes back to school. So where is he?
Oh, my God.
Uncle Phil!
And
Jamie home?
no, Jamie's sister pays a visit. Well, this is new. Mad About You right after Susan, all new NBC Monday.
That's curious. This time, I'll manage things better. At last, the perfect place to hide.
Oh, look out there, Mr. 5. You're splashing paint.
I couldn't help it, Mr. 2. Mr. 7 jogged my elbow.
Oh, that's right. Shifting the responsibility again.
You can talk. I heard the Queen say you deserve to be beheaded.
What for?
Tulip roots.
What?
For bringing the cooked tulip roots instead of onions.
Is that all? That's a mistake anyone can make.
Hello.
Hello.
Why are you painting the roses red?
Well, the fact is, miss, this tree ought by rights to have been a red rose tree, and we planted a white one by mistake.
Easy thing to do.
Yes.
If the Queen was to find out, well, the fact is we'd all have our heads cut off.
So you see, miss, we're doing our best to put things white.
Before she comes.
She's coming down. The Queen.
Left, right, left, right,
And
Who is this?
I agree entirely.
Don't be ridiculous.
Would I lie to you, Your Majesty?
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you. Compliments are always welcome.
You're an idiot.
That's right, Your Majesty. Only you could spot that. Takes one to know one.
A complete idiot. Your name, child?
Alice, if it please your majesty.
I'd be stopped.
And who are these?
How should I know? I'm a stranger here. Stop losing your temper. It's vulgar.
Consider, my dears, he's just a child.
You think so? Yes, that would account for it. Children have no respect for their betters these days. You three, get up! Stop doing that. You're making me dizzy. What is this?
If it please your majesty, we're trying.
Yes. You are, aren't you? Very trying. Off with their heads.
I won't let you be beheaded. Quick, jumping in.
Do you play croquet?
Who, me?
Yes, you! I am not in the habit of talking to myself. Yeah, that's the only way I can get an intelligent conversation round here. Can you play croquet?
Yes.
Come on,
Nice day.
Very. Where's the Duchess?
Oh, hush, hush. She's due to be executed. Shh.
To your
Don't look at me. Look down. too fond of beheading people. Ah, it's the Cheshire Cat. Hello there.
How do you like the game?
They don't play very fair.
But nobody does if they think they can get away with it. That's a lesson you'll have to learn.
Well, I should have croqueted the Queen's hedgehog, but my hedgehog wouldn't roll into a ball.
Well, you've got to look at it from the hedgehog's point of view.
Yes, I suppose I should have.
How do you like the Queen?
I don't. She's so extremely likely to win that it's hardly worth finishing the game.
Good little girl. Charming. Charming.
Who are you talking to?
A friend of mine. Cheshire Cat, this is the King.
Oh, I don't like this at all. But as you're in the presence, you may kiss my hand.
I'd rather not.
What? That's rank insubordination. And you know what that leads to. And don't look at me like that.
A cat may look at a king.
What does that mean?
I read it in a book somewhere.
I haven't, but it sounds immoral. It has undertones. That book should be banned.
I like the sound of that.
Ah, my dear, how do we get rid of a floating cat?
Off with its head.
Brilliant! I knew I could rely on you, my dear. I'll just go and fetch the executioner.
Do you know where my hedgehog went?
He rolled away over there.
Now stop it. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
What's necessary is a swift chop to the back of the neck.
It's difficult. But I must have a ruling. I appeal to you, little girl.
You've still got a good head on your shoulders.
No thanks to you.
What?
I can't hear what you say. One at a time, please.
I'm sorry about my altitude.
It smacks of revolution. You're above us. My argument is simple and based on irrefutable logic. I'm chief executioner, but I can't cut off an head unless there's a body to cut it from. This here cat hanging up there, large as life and twice as repulsive, has no body. Ipso facto, I cannot separate it from its head.
My argument is, I venture to say, overwhelming. Anything that has a head can be beheaded. And don't forget, I'm also a justice of the peace.
There's too much talk and not enough action. And if something doesn't happen in a minute, I'm going to have everybody executed.
You choose, little girl. To behead or not to behead, that is the question.
What's the answer, girl?
You have to tread with care when dealing with cats. They have influence and are seen in all the smart places. You remember the Great Cat Massacre?
Oh, yes. I was forgetting. Catastrophe.
I'd think carefully before acting rashly.
Sound advice, little girl.
And another thing. The cat belongs to the Duchess.
He's in prison. Fetch her!
I remember the Great Cat Massacre of 28. Nasty business.
Yes, it was just after the great flamingo plague of 26, wasn't it?
Ah! Duchess. Think carefully before answering this question. Is this your cat? No. No. It isn't? I was told. Ah, it's gone. It's your fault. It was in your custody.
It wasn't official, so it's nothing to do with me, mate. I'm in the clear.
Help me find it. Everybody help.
Oh, you can't think how glad I am to see you again, you old thing.
Thank you.
You look worried, my dear.
I don't want to go back and sing that song.
The show must go on.
Why?
Life would be very dull if it didn't.
Open your head!
The game's going better now.
And the moral of that is, the more there is of mine, the less there is of yours.
Or you could say, fortune favours the brave.
I could, but I will. Fortune favours the brave. Oh, that's a good moral. You are a clever old thing, you. Fine day, Your Majesty.
I gave you fair warning. Either you or your head must be... Now, my dear, we can finish our game before you leave.
I'm frightened of going back. They want me to do things I don't want to do.
To stay, you have to know the password.
I don't know it.
Guess.
Penny whistle.
Guess again.
Lions and unicorns.
Almost, but not quite. It's honeycomb. Can you write that word down?
Yes.
Blindfolded?
Well,
I thought. Come! This won't do! Everybody! Off with their heads! Off with their heads! Off with everyone's heads!
this isn't such a lovely garden after all. Now where have I got to?
With 1010 ATT00, you get a whole new level of directory assistance. For example, say you need a forklift. Specially trained, smart people can help you find any number in America.
Local?
And long distance.
What if I can't remember a name?
You don't need the exact name, you don't need the area code. Just dial 1010 ATT00.
What if I can't remember my name?
Then your new name will be Steve.
1010 ATT00. It's the only number you need to know. Try it free in February.
Steve is good.
Introducing the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, engineered with QuadraDrive, the only system that operates at maximum capability all the time. Another first from Jeep.
It's broken.
How'd you get here?
The all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most capable sport utility ever. And Peterson's four-wheel and off-road magazine's 4x4 of the year.
I am Anna Leon Owens, Your Majesty.
It's one of the most beloved stories ever told.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy.
On March 19th, fall in love all over again with the magic, the mystery, and rediscover the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein, The King and I. Rated G. Starts Friday, March 19th in a theater near you.
Fighting tartar. Brushing may not be enough. Introducing the only mouthwash that helps fight tartar buildup. New Tartar Control Listerine. It has the same germ-killing power as regular Listerine, plus helps fight tartar buildup better than brushing alone. If you're going to fight tartar, make it an unfair fight. New Tartar Control Listerine. When brushing starts, Listerine finishes.
check this out. Taco Bell's new 20 under a buck menu. Tasty stuff like cheesy nachos, mouth-watering gorditas, crunchy tacos, big old burritos. 20 great tasting items, all for under a buck. So what are you waiting for?
Can't this boat go any faster?
Make great things happen with great white paper.
It's a great day for feeling your pride, and it's a great day for smiling inside. Yes, it's a great day, so throw your arms up wide. A great day for using great white. Oh, it's a great day for making your mark, and it's a great day for working till dark. It's a great day for getting that spark. Yes, it's a great day for using great white.
Great white. Make great things happen.
Dateline Monday. 25 years of stars, 25 years of stories, 25 years of people. Dateline celebrates 25 years of People magazine. The events that shaped our lives, the people who touched our hearts, where are they now? A look back at 25 years of the greatest moments of People magazine. A very special 2-hour Dateline exclusive, Monday at 9, 8 Central on NBC.
Okay, 3 good reasons why the new KJOY 94.1 is the perfect radio station to listen to while you work. 1, the new KJOY plays positively the most music for your workday. One great song after another, with no boring stuff. So you can leave it on all day, wherever you are. You can even listen to it in the shower if you have one of those little shower radio things. And then the other 2 reasons are less talk and not so much talking.
The new KJOY 94.1, soft and easy.
Ever help a stranded motorist?
No.
Give blood?
No.
Volunteer work?
Oh, well, no. But I did make a donation to Ronald McDonald House Charities.
Oh, the phone thing.
Donate $20 to Ronald McDonald House Charities when you sign up with Pacific Bell Wireless, and we'll give you an Ericsson 768 digital PCS phone and a coupon for a hands-free attachment.
I can play the harp, yeah.
If you sing like an angel, but do it without love, you'll never rise above the crowd. If you chase after goals but forget your heart, you'll always be answering to someone else. If you follow the same path without trying another, you'll just be left wondering. If you drive a sports car but do it without passion, you're not driving an Integra from Acura.
Back Fix, tomorrow at 11.
That looks like the coat of arms we have at home.
Hello. Who are you?
Alice.
Alice? That sounds familiar.
And who are you?
A griffin. Part eagle. Part lion. The best of each, I always say.
I thought you were a mythical creature.
I am. That makes me even more fascinating.
Is there a way out of this mesa?
Let's ask Mr. Mock Turtle. He's my best friend. He's a splendid fellow. True blue through and through. Rise and shine, old chum.
Is there something wrong?
No. This is fancy. Who knows what sad thoughts tiptoe through the mossy glades of his mind? I know how to cheer him up. Mockers, tell this young lady about yourself.
She's come to the right person for that. Sit down, both of you.
No thanks, I've heard it all before.
Sit down! It's the least you can do. Once. I was a real turtle.
Thank you for that very interesting story.
I haven't started yet.
Stay. You may learn something. You must have learned a lot since you've been down here.
Yes, I suppose I have.
When Griff and I were little, we went to school in the same sea. And the master was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
Why would you call him Tortoise if he wasn't one?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, asking a simple question like that.
He taught us reeling and riding, and the basic fundamentals of arithmetic, ambition, distraction, uglification, and we also learned drawing. The drawing master was an old conger eel. He taught us drawing, stretching, and fainting in coils.
What was that like?
I'll show you. I'll have it in a minute. I can't show it to you myself. I'm a little too stiff. Old age is not for weaklings. And Griffin here never learned it, did you, Griff?
I didn't have time. I went to the classical master, though. What an old crab he was. Tell her about the games.
You may never have lived in the sea, so you've probably never been introduced to a lobster.
I once tasted a...
You, what?
Nothing.
You've never seen a lobster quadrille, then?
No, what sort of dance is that?
This will give you some idea what it looks like. First, you have to clear away all the jellyfish. You don't want to dance on top of a lot of jellyfish, do you? Yeah.
You have a line of dancers. Turtles, salmon, cod, skate, whoever's available.
And each one has a lobster. Don't forget about the lobsters.
Yes, then you advance twice, change lobsters, and retire in the same order.
Then you throw
the lobsters into the air. Then you change lobsters again.
And that little girl is the first figure of the dance.
It's a beautiful dance.
Oh, it is. And it costs a pretty penny.
And a few ugly ones, too. Now, we'll show it to you. Will you walk a little faster? Said a whiting to a snail. There's a porpoise close behind us, and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance? See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance?
Dance.
Will you, won't you join the dance?
Dance.
Will you, won't you join the dance?
Dance.
Thank you. It was a very interesting dance to watch.
And no wise fish would ever go anywhere without a porpoise.
Wouldn't it really?
Of course not. Why, if a fish came to me and said he was going on a journey, I'd say, with what purpose? So you like performing, then?
No, I hate it.
Oh, you mustn't. It's such fun.
Yeah, stand up. Oh, you are standing up. Recite. 'Tis the voice of the sluggard.
She doesn't know that.
I do.
Recite it, then.
To the voice of a lobster, I heard him declare, you have baked me too brown, I must sugar my hair. As a duck with its eyelids, so he with his nose trims his belt and his buttons and turns out his toes.
You got it wrong.
I keep getting things wrong today.
I think you'd better sing Turtle Soup instead. If you would, old fellow.
You don't have to ask me twice.
He'll sing at the drop of a hat.
I don't have a hat, but if I had and it dropped, I'd sing before it touched the ground.
You're in for a treat, Alice. This man is a master, an undiscovered virtuoso. And he plays the spoons. Show her your reviews.
Later. I'm in my singing mode right now.
Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Who for such dainties would not stoop? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup.
Beautiful soup, beautiful soup, soup of the evening.
Beautiful soup.
Take it, Alice. Needs a little work, but we'll get it.
Beautiful soup, who cares for fish, game, or any other dish? Who would not give all else for two? Pennyworth only of beautiful soup. Beautiful soup, beautiful soup, soup of the
evening.
beautiful soup.
And now, my dear, I think you're ready to find your way.
And they say this sort of thing is only for the rich. One more chorus, dear fella.
Beautiful soup, beautiful soup, soup of the evening.
Beautiful soup, so oh dear, I was forgetting. Perhaps this is the way out.